What's up, Vintage Moto friends? Bill Wheeler here, Wheelhouse Garage. Welcome to Season 2, Episode 2 of A Bike and a Beer. So excited to be back with you today with this incredible machine in front of me. This, my friends, is the pinnacle of the Triumph lineup for 1968. It is a Bonneville, and you might even call it the lead dog or the head honcho of the Triumph lineup, which is exactly why I chose this beer here. This is Head Honcho, minus the H, by Lead Dog Brewing. They're over in Nevada. This thing is made with a ton of grapefruit and ancho peppers, and it's a sour ale. So I have no idea if it's going to be any good. It sounds crazy to me, these ingredients, but I'm going to open it up and try it because there's only one way to find out. So let's do it right now. Here we go. Shockingly easy to drink, considering it's made with peppers and it's a sour. I'm so surprised. I don't even like sour ales, but this is actually really easy to drink. So hats off to Lead Dog Brewing for making a drinkable sour ale with peppers and grapefruit somehow. Good job. So in 1968, if you went to a Triumph dealership, you'd go down the line and this one would be at the end. This would be if you had the most money and you wanted the most power and you wanted everything on a Triumph. You would get a Bonneville. And Bonnevilles actually came out in 1959. They were produced from 59 to 75, so quite a long run. Of course, it's a 650 parallel twin, low pipes, dual carbs. In 68, it came with dual concentrics, just like you see here. These are a little bit of an upgrade from the original concentric carburetors from Amel, but very, very close. Tachometer and speedometer came on these. Headlight, of course, which totally works on this bike. Every single light, horn, works on this motorcycle. It's just a tremendous example. 4-speed gearbox. Now, they had been tweaking Bonnevilles since 59, so they got little improvements every year. Of course, in 59, there were pre-units too. So by then, let's see, the unit motor was, 5 years old by the time we get to 1968. So they've been making tweaks every year. For 68, had Hippolyte pistons. They improved some oiling on the camshafts, did a little bit thicker wall on the tubing of the frames. But really the big upgrade was this right here, this 8-inch twin leading shoe front brake, which basically has two pivot points here that move when you squeeze the front brake. It applies more even pressure to the brake drum, which is supposed to provide a little more braking. Now, the jury's kind of out on if this is really an improvement. It is vented, which was good and all that, but I don't know. In my opinion, I kind of like the single leading shoe brakes myself, but you know, these do work well. So it's kind of preference, I guess you'd say. This bike does still have the point system, and I've got to say, this bike had some of the biggest blue spark I've ever seen. So that's a testament to the previous owner and also where this bike came from. So I purchased this bike from a large collection of British bikes. I'm in the process of buying all of them. The previous owner, you can just tell, was a fantastic mechanic, cared for these bikes amazingly well, and so that is just always so fun, and so I appreciate that very much when I work on these bikes. So you could easily tell that. He purchased the bike from Bob Raber, from Raber's Parts Mart, which, if you're not from California, was the parts dealer for vintage British motorcycles in the California Bay Area in San Jose. If you're from California, you for sure know who the Raber's family is. But anyway, this bike was purchased by the previous owner from Bob Raber, and they went through the motor and they did a tremendous job sorting it. So, I mean, this bike, I didn't have to do much to it. Just cleaned it up a bit. The carburetors were gummed up from sitting for a few years. I changed the fluids, cleaned the tank out, and man, this thing jolted to life second kick. So I'm really not even kind of done with it. I just started polishing the chrome bits. I haven't even polished the aluminum bits yet, but it's already looking so amazing. This is the factory paint job for 1968. This is Hi-Fi Scarlet, which is just a beautiful, beautiful red with that silver stripe on top. This seat is vintage. I'm not sure if it's actually the original seat, but it's in really great shape, and it's got a little bit of, worn patina, which fits the part. I love this bike. I actually got to ride it today, which was so fun. And let me tell you, it hauls ass. It's really fast. The roads are wet. It's been raining, so I didn't really get to take it out. Dunlop rims, front and rear. Beautiful polished drum cover on this side. Man, I love this bike so much. Let's fire it up and hear it sing. That's the best sour beer I've ever had. It's really good. All right, petcocks are on. Let's give it some tickle action here. Both sides. Wonderful. It is cold today. I'm going to give it some choke. And keys on. Indicators on. Everything works on this bike. Headlight, tail light, horn. It's just so awesome. So rad. Thank you so much, and we will see you next Saturday with a whole new bike and a whole new beer. Cheers, everyone.